Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about something that can transform your life, something that holds the key to your growth, your success, and your happiness, and that something is starting now. You see, we live in a world that loves to put things off. We say, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll wait for the perfect moment, but the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is no time like right now. The journey to becoming the best version of yourself doesn't begin when the clock strikes midnight in 2025. It begins now, today, in this very moment. Before you even think about the future, you need to focus on what you can do today. The steps you take now will shape who you become tomorrow. So let me remind you of something powerful. The best time to plant a tree was years ago. The second best time is now. You deserve a life of purpose, of fulfillment, of greatness. You deserve to stop waiting for circumstances to change and to start making that change yourself. You deserve to stop telling yourself one day and begin telling yourself, today is the day I take control. Here are 6 key points that will guide you in starting now to make yourself better. We often hear that tomorrow is a new day, a new opportunity, but we fail to realize that today is already a gift, and it's the only one we truly have. In this moment, you are standing at the crossroads of your future. Every choice, every thought, and every action you take right now has the potential to shape the life you're building. If we keep postponing our dreams, our goals, and our progress for tomorrow, we miss out on the power that today holds. Think about it. Every small decision you make today, whether it's how you choose to respond to challenges, the habits you form, or the steps you take toward your goals, compounds over time. When we look at the bigger picture, it becomes clear the path you walk tomorrow is paved by the steps you take today. That's why the moment you choose to embrace the power of today, you unlock the potential to transform your life. Too often we get caught in the trap of waiting for the perfect circumstances. We tell ourselves, once I finish this project, or once I have more time, or once I feel more prepared, then I'll take the first step. But what we don't realize is that life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. In fact, you might never feel fully prepared, and the perfect time might never come. Waiting for the right moment often becomes an excuse to delay our greatness. But here's the thing, today is the only day that guarantees you something tangible. Tomorrow is uncertain, and yesterday is gone. The present is where your true power lies. When you embrace today, you stop living in a state of someday. You stop waiting for things to magically align. Instead, you decide to take action right now. You choose to invest in your future by starting in this very moment. Imagine what your life could look like if instead of waiting, you simply began. Picture yourself looking back at today, years from now, knowing that this was the day you made the decision to take that first step toward your dreams. It could be as simple as choosing to invest time in your personal growth, whether that's reading a book, exercising, or setting clear goals. It could mean taking the time to show up for yourself, even when life gets busy. By embracing today, you are acknowledging that small actions today create the results you see tomorrow. And here's something important to remember. Every choice you make today not only affects your future, but also shapes the world around you. When you make the decision to be your best self today, you inspire others to do the same. You create a ripple effect that touches the lives of everyone you interact with. And that, my friends, is the kind of power that comes from living in the present. Don't wait for the right moment. Don't wait for life to slow down. Don't wait for things to be perfect. The power is in your hands right now. This moment is all you need to start. Embrace today with open arms, because today is where change happens. Today is where your future begins, and it all starts with the decision to make the most of right now. This expanded version emphasizes the importance of taking action today and not waiting for perfect conditions, highlighting how today shapes our future and the ripple effect of those decisions. The truth is, imperfection is not something to be feared. It is an essential part of growth, learning, and ultimately success. Every successful person you admire, whether they're a business leader, an artist, a scientist, or even someone close to you, they didn't get where they are by waiting for the perfect moment or making everything flawless. They got there by embracing their imperfections, by failing forward, and by making progress, not perfection, their ultimate goal. When we fear imperfection, we become paralyzed. We freeze in place, unable to take that first step towards something greater because we're afraid of making a mistake. But let me ask you this: what if your mistakes were the very things that taught you the lessons you needed? What if, by embracing imperfection, you actually moved closer to the life you've always dreamed of? The reality is, perfectionism often holds us back more than it helps. We wait for everything to align, but we miss the opportunities that come from simply taking action, even if that action isn't perfect. Think of a child learning to walk. Do they wait until they're absolutely sure they won't fall? No, they take that first step and then they stumble and then they get up and try again. It's in the falling, the mistakes, the struggle that they learn and grow stronger. That's how we all learn. We learn by doing, not by perfecting. Imperfection isn't a flaw, it's a necessary part of the process. When you let go of the fear of imperfection, you open yourself up to a world of possibility. You allow yourself to be human, to try new things without the weight of expecting perfection from the start. You release the pressure to have everything figured out and give yourself permission to explore, to take risks, and to be okay with not having all the answers right away. You see, life isn't about having it all together. It's about the journey, the evolution, the steps forward that shape who you are becoming. When you release this fear, you start to see that your imperfections don't define you. They refine you. They help you discover your resilience, your creativity, your ability to adapt and overcome. Every time you make a mistake, it's an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, about your abilities, and about the world around you. The more you embrace this, the more you realize that there's no such thing as failure, only growth. What would happen if you stopped waiting for everything to be perfect? What if you just started, even if things weren't 100%? What if you allowed yourself to make mistakes, knowing they would only lead to progress? You'd become unstoppable. You'd realize that you don't need to be perfect to achieve great things. You just need to show up, be willing to try, and keep going, even when things aren't flawless. Your life is one of the most empowering and liberating decisions you can make. It means that you are no longer a passive observer of your own story. You become the author, the creator, and the driving force behind your journey. So often we allow ourselves to fall into the trap of blaming external circumstances, other people, or even fate for where we are in life. It's easier to point fingers and say it's because of this person, this situation, or this challenge that I'm not where I want to be. But when you adopt the mindset of taking full responsibility for your life, you shift from being a victim of circumstances to a powerful creator of your reality. The truth is, life is unpredictable, and there will always be obstacles. There will always be things beyond our control. But how you choose to respond to those challenges is entirely up to you. No matter what happens, you hold the power to decide what you do next. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for things to happen to you and start making things happen for you. You stop depending on external validation or waiting for the right circumstances. Instead, you create your own opportunities, you make your own decisions, and you carve your own path forward. Taking responsibility for your life means taking ownership of your choices, both the good and the bad. It means acknowledging that the decisions you've made in the past have led you to where you are today, and that every new choice you make has the potential to change the direction of your future. It's about being honest with yourself, understanding that your actions, your thoughts, and your behaviors play a crucial role in shaping the life you lead. You stop making excuses and instead you focus on solutions. You stop waiting for someone else to fix things for you because you realize that you are the one who must take action. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop blaming others for your circumstances. You take ownership of your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions. You stop pointing fingers at the people who've hurt you, the circumstances that have held you back, and the situations that didn't go as planned. Instead of dwelling on the past, you start to focus on what you can do right now to improve your present and future. It's about understanding that your life is a result of the choices you've made and that you have the power to change it at any given moment. It is easy. Taking responsibility also means taking ownership of your emotions and how they affect your actions. It's easy to let anger, frustration, or fear dictate your behavior. But when you take responsibility for your emotional state, you realize that you can control your responses. You don't let your emotions control you. You recognize that how you feel is valid, but it's how you choose to act in response to those feelings that defines your character and your outcomes. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop reacting to external circumstances and start responding with intention, clarity, and strength. This journey requires courage because it's much easier to blame others or to wait for someone else to solve our problems. But when you take full responsibility, you unlock the true power within you to change, to grow, and to create the life you deserve. You realize that the road to success is not a straight path. It's full of bumps, turns, and setbacks. But each of those moments is an opportunity for you to learn, to grow, and to build resilience. You realize that no matter where you are right now, you have the power to change your trajectory by making different choices today. When you choose to take responsibility for your life, you empower yourself. You stop waiting for things to change, and instead, you create the change you want to see. You stop relying on others to dictate your success, and you start defining it for yourself. You start making decisions based on where you want to go, not on where you've been or on what's convenient. You realize that you are the author of your own story, and you can rewrite it at any time. The future is yours to create, and it all starts with the decision to take full responsibility for your life. This expanded version emphasizes that taking responsibility isn't just about acknowledging your past choices, but also about empowering yourself to create change and move forward with clarity and intention. It highlights the role of self-awareness, emotional control, and action in shaping your life. Investing in your growth is one of the most valuable decisions you can make for yourself. It means committing to becoming the best version of yourself, not just by achieving success or accumulating material wealth, but by continuously evolving, learning, and improving. Growth is a lifelong journey, and just like any worthwhile investment, it requires time, energy, and resources, but the returns are immeasurable. The more you invest in your growth, the more you'll see your life transform in ways you never imagined. Often when we think of investment, we think about money, but the greatest investments are those that have nothing to do with financial resources. They are investments in your mind, your health, your skills, and your overall well-being. Think about it. When you invest in yourself, you're laying the foundation for everything else in your life to thrive. Your career, your relationships, your happiness, all of it grows as a result of the time and effort you put into improving yourself. Investing in your growth starts with a mindset shift. It's about understanding that you are your greatest asset. You have unlimited potential, but unlocking that potential requires consistent effort and a willingness to embrace change. Too often, we get stuck in the belief that we are who we are, that our current skills, knowledge, and habits are all that define us. But that is far from the truth. You have the ability to grow, to learn, and to reinvent yourself at any stage of life. You don't have to stay the same person you were yesterday. You can choose to become a better version of yourself every single day, and it all starts with the decision to invest in that growth. One of the most powerful ways to invest in your growth is by continually seeking knowledge. In today's world, information is everywhere, and it's never been easier to learn new things. Whether it's reading books, taking courses, listening to podcasts, or attending seminars, you have endless opportunities to expand your knowledge and refine your skills. But it's not just about accumulating facts or learning for the sake of learning. True growth comes from applying that knowledge. It's about taking the lessons you learn and using them to take action in your life. It's about integrating new ideas into your thinking and behaviors to become more effective, more skilled, and more resilient. Another critical area to invest in is your health. Without good physical and mental health, it's nearly impossible to show up as your best self. You cannot perform at your highest potential if you are not taking care of your body and mind. Investing in your growth means making self-care a priority, eating well, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, and taking time to relax and recharge. But mental health is just as important as physical health. Taking care of your emotional and psychological well-being is just as critical. This could mean practicing mindfulness, seeking therapy or coaching, or simply giving yourself permission to take breaks when you need them. Your body and mind are the vehicles that carry you through life, and if you don't take care of them, they won't be able to carry you where you want to go. Investing in your growth also means learning how to navigate challenges and setbacks. Life is full of obstacles, that's a given, but it's how you respond to those challenges that defines your growth. Investing in your resilience, your ability to bounce back from adversity, and your determination to keep going in the face of difficulty is a critical part of personal development. Each setback is an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. When you invest in your ability to adapt, you're preparing yourself not just to survive, but to thrive in the face of challenges. Relationships are another key area to invest in. The people around you have a profound impact on your growth. Surrounding yourself with supportive, like-minded individuals who encourage you, challenge you, and inspire you to be better can accelerate your journey to personal development. But investing in relationships also means working on your ability to communicate, to listen, to empathize, and to be present for others. The quality of your relationships, both personal and professional, directly impacts your success, happiness, and sense of fulfillment. When you invest in your growth, you're also investing in your future. The person you are today is the result of all the decisions, actions, and investments you've made up until now. But the person you will become in the future depends entirely on the choices you make today. You may not see immediate returns on your investment in growth, but rest assured, over time, your efforts will compound. The small, consistent actions you take to improve yourself will pay off in ways you can't even begin to imagine right now. Investing in your growth is not always easy. It requires discipline, focus, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. But the payoff is worth it. The more you invest in yourself, the more your life will open up to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new levels of fulfillment. You'll become more confident, more capable, and more aligned with your purpose. You'll see yourself achieving things that once seemed out of reach, and you'll realize that the greatest investment you ever made was the one you made in yourself. This expanded version highlights the importance of investing in yourself across various aspects of life: knowledge, health, resilience, relationships, and more, and stresses the long-term rewards of personal growth. Dreams are not just wishful thinking, they are the fuel that drives us forward, even when the road gets tough. They are the internal compass that guides us through life's uncertainty, showing us where we want to go and who we want to become. Dreams are powerful because they connect us to something bigger than ourselves. They give our lives meaning and purpose, but too often we allow fear, doubt, or the pressure of everyday life to keep us from fully embracing our dreams. We get caught up in the obstacles, the what-ifs, and the maybe-laters, and we forget the very thing that could ignite our passion and push us forward our dreams. When you let your dreams propel you, you stop waiting for perfect circumstances. You stop saying, "I'll do it when I have more time," or "I'll go after my dreams once things settle down." The reality is that things will never completely settle down. Life is always going to throw challenges your way, but if you wait for everything to align perfectly, you might wait forever. Instead, you need to make the decision to pursue your dreams regardless of the obstacles in your path. The power of your dreams lies in their ability to inspire you to take action. They serve as a constant reminder of what is possible, even when things seem uncertain. A dream is not just an idea, it's a vision of who you could become and what you could achieve. When you allow that vision to drive you, it gives you the motivation and determination to keep going, even when you feel exhausted or discouraged. Your dreams become a source of energy, pushing you to move beyond your current limitations and rise to new heights. Letting your dreams propel you means trusting in the process, even when the path is unclear. It's easy to get caught up in the fear of failure or the uncertainty of how to achieve your goals. But remember, every successful person started with a dream, and they too faced uncertainty. The difference is that they chose to act on their dreams, even without knowing all the details of how it would unfold. They didn't wait for the perfect moment, they took the first step and figured out the rest along the way. Your dreams may not come with a clear blueprint, but that doesn't mean they're not worth pursuing. It's also important to understand that your dreams will evolve as you grow. Sometimes we get discouraged when our dreams don't look exactly like we imagined them, or when the journey doesn't unfold the way we envisioned. But growth comes from embracing the journey even when it doesn't go according to plan. Your dreams are a living, breathing part of you. They will shift and change as you learn and develop new skills, as you experience different aspects of life, and as you face new challenges. Instead of resisting these changes, embrace them as part of your growth. The dreams that propel you are not just about personal success or achievement. They often involve something greater than yourself, a desire to make a difference in the world, to help others, or to contribute in a meaningful way. When you let your dreams propel you, you tap into a deep sense of purpose that goes beyond just reaching a goal. Your dreams align with your values and your passions, driving you to create positive change, whether it's in your own life or in the lives of others. This sense of purpose makes the journey worthwhile, even on the toughest days. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when the road gets tough, and when you question whether your dreams are worth pursuing. But it's precisely in these moments that you must lean into your dreams more than ever. The doubts you face are part of the process, and they don't mean that your dreams are out of reach. They simply mean you are growing, that you are pushing past the comfort zone you've been in. Each time you overcome these doubts, you grow stronger and more determined. Letting your dreams propel you also means being patient with the process. Growth takes time. Success doesn't happen overnight. But with every small step you take toward your dream, you are building momentum. Each action you take, no matter how small, is a brick in the foundation of the life you're creating. It's easy to get discouraged when we don't see instant results, but remember, progress is progress, even if it's slow. Every day that you move closer to your dream is a day well spent, and with time, you will look back and realize how far you've come. Your dreams are there for a reason. They were placed in your heart for a purpose, and it is your responsibility to honor them by taking action. When you choose to let your dreams propel you, you are choosing to live a life that is true to who you are and to the vision you hold for yourself. You are choosing to take risks, to grow, and to push past the limits you once thought defined you. Letting your dreams propel you means recognizing that they are not just idle thoughts, they are the essence of who you are becoming. They are a reflection of your highest potential and your deepest desires. When you give yourself permission to let those dreams guide you, you give yourself permission to be the person you were always meant to be. The only thing standing between you and the life you've always dreamed of is the decision to begin. Let your dreams push you forward, propel you past your fears, your doubts, and your obstacles. Because when you allow them to lead, you are not just chasing something outside yourself, you are unlocking the limitless potential within you. Believing in your own worth is the cornerstone of living a fulfilled and empowered life. So often we look for validation and approval from others to determine our value. We seek out praise, recognition, or acceptance, hoping that someone else's acknowledgement will confirm what we may doubt within ourselves. But the truth is, no one else can define your worth except for you. Your value is not based on what others think of you, nor is it tied to your accomplishments, your material possessions, or your status. It is inherent. It is something that comes from deep within, from your very being. When you truly believe in your own worth, you stop seeking external validation. You begin to recognize that your value is not dependent on any outside measure or circumstance. You are worthy simply because you exist. Your experiences, your individuality, and the unique gifts you bring to the world are enough. The world doesn't need you to prove your worth to anyone. It simply needs you to show up as your authentic self, knowing that you have something valuable to offer. Believing in your worth means letting go of the notion that you have to be perfect to be valuable. We live in a world where perfection is often celebrated and flaws are viewed as weaknesses, but imperfection is part of what makes you human. Your worth isn't diminished by your mistakes, your setbacks, or your imperfections. In fact, those very things add depth to who you are. They give you the ability to empathize, to learn, and to grow. Embracing your flaws and understanding that they don't define you is a powerful act of self-love. You are worthy not because you are flawless, but because you are real, raw, and beautifully imperfect. At times, we may find ourselves questioning our worth based on what others have said or done. Words from others can sting, and judgment can leave lasting scars. But when you believe in your worth, you stop allowing the opinions of others to shape your perception of yourself. You stop comparing yourself to others and measuring your life against their standards. You realize that your journey is unique, and so are you. What someone else thinks or says about you doesn't have the power to diminish your value unless you allow it to. The only opinion that truly matters is your own, and when you believe in your worth, you give yourself permission to rise above the noise of external judgment. Your worth also isn't determined by the number of things you achieve or how much you accumulate. Society often ties self-worth to success, productivity, and external achievements, making us feel like we must constantly do more, be more, and achieve more to be deserving of recognition and respect. But the truth is, your worth is not linked to your accomplishments. You don't have to hustle for approval. You don't have to earn your right to be loved, respected, or appreciated. Your worth is intrinsic, and it stands independently of anything you do. Believing in your worth means accepting that you are deserving of love, respect, and kindness, not because of what you do, but simply because you exist. You are worthy of joy, peace, success, and happiness because you are human and you are valuable. No matter what you've been through, no matter your past or present circumstances, you are deserving of all the good things life has to offer. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't work toward your goals, but it means recognizing that you don't need to prove yourself to be worthy of the life you want. When you believe in your own worth, you also stop settling for less than what you deserve. Too often we accept less than we are worthy of, whether it's in our relationships, our careers, or our personal lives, because we don't believe that we deserve better. We tolerate toxic people, unhealthy situations, and unmet needs because we feel like we don't have the right to ask for more. But believing in your own worth empowers you to set boundaries, to say no to things that no longer serve you, and to create the space for opportunities, people, and experiences that align with your highest potential. When you know your worth, you don't settle for less than you deserve. Believing in your worth also means showing up for yourself with the same compassion, kindness, and understanding that you would show to a friend. Too often, we are our own harshest critics, constantly pointing out our flaws and mistakes. But if we could learn to treat ourselves with the same love and encouragement that we give to others, our lives would change dramatically. When you believe in your own worth, you forgive yourself for past mistakes, you celebrate your progress, and you honor your journey. You recognize that you are worthy of all the love and care you so freely give to others. When you truly believe in your worth, you no longer seek approval or permission from anyone. You don't wait for someone else's approval to take action or to pursue your dreams. You take ownership of your life and your choices because you recognize that you are worthy of the life you desire. You pursue your passions unapologetically and with confidence, knowing that you have the right to claim what's yours. Your worth isn't up for debate or negotiation. It is a fact, and it is non-negotiable. Believing in your worth means stepping into your own power and recognizing the immense value that lies within you. You stop looking for external sources of validation because you have already validated yourself. You know who you are, and you are confident in your ability to navigate life's challenges and embrace its opportunities. Your worth is not something that can be taken away or diminished. It is a constant, unshakable truth that you carry with you everywhere you go. It's time to stop doubting it and start living it. In conclusion, believing in your own worth is the foundation of living a life that is authentic, empowered, and fulfilling. It's about recognizing that your value doesn't depend on external factors. It's inherent, just as you are. When you truly understand and embrace your worth, you stop seeking validation from others and begin to honor your own journey, your own choices, and your own growth. You give yourself permission to rise above doubt, imperfection, and setbacks, knowing that you are deserving of all the good things life has to offer. By believing in your worth, you set the standard for how you allow others to treat you, how you pursue your dreams, and how you navigate the world. Your worth is not up for negotiation. It's a powerful truth that will carry you through life's challenges and help you step into the person you are meant to become.